Listen up, hockey fans. You're in the right place. A no-hold-barred debate between two hockey fans. Stay up to date on current issues in the NHL, even the controversial ones. Welcome to The Debate Hockey Podcast with your host, Brad Burud.
It's time for the Debate Hockey Podcast, episode number 21. Tonight on the show, offsides and goalie interference. It was a hot topic at the general managers' meetings, and we'll give you our opinions on the topic. We'll also talk about serious cup contenders and the NHL playoff format. What system do you like? I'm Brad Rude, joined alongside co-host Blake Friars for another edition of the Debate Hockey Podcast.
InsideEdgeHockeyNews.com.
Topic number one on the debate tonight. We're going to talk about offsides, goalie interference, the solutions, and kind of how everything broke down at the general managers meetings on this topic. And I don't know. You know, I was real hesitant to even bring up.
We've been talking about this all season long.
I know, and that's why I was real hesitant to be even put this on the show, because it's like, man, how much time can we beat a dead horse on the goaltender interference? But there is a couple things that I thought came out of that at the general managers meeting that were interesting. And, you know, let's talk offsides first. And today the general managers voted about the skate on the ice or the skate breaking the plane, and they decided to vote it in a 10-21 vote that they were going to keep the rule the same. Your thoughts on that?
I don't mind the offside. I like the offside challenge more than the goal interference challenge because
See, I hate the offside.
I don't mind it, but put a time limit on it. If you have to search 5 minutes for an offside, there's no offside.
Well, see,
give him a minute and a half to 2 minutes for time, and if you can't find offside, stands. Like the refs, they make mistakes. I mean, we're all human.
But let me ask you this:
like
I heard the numbers yesterday, and I should have wrote them down. I don't remember, but irregardless, the amounts of controversy per the amount of calls made is low. So that's good. The officials. Well, this sometimes is as hard as that. It kills me to say this sometimes, but they do a good job. So how about this? Think about if you're a player or a coach, or think about a college, or think about lower levels. If a ref misses an offsides, unless it's, you know, egregious where the guy is 5 feet offsides,
like the Matt Duchene 5 years ago.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That can create some controversy. But if a guy's skate is, was the skate up? Was the skate down?
Crossing
you
over?
Wouldn't even know that. Yeah. You wouldn't even know that. So sometimes in life,
well, they got all those guys up there that are getting paid to look for.
But they don't get to. But it doesn't go to Toronto.
No, I'm saying the which team has a guy to watch for offsides.
And I think that it's almost like duping the system.
Yeah.
And what if we just said there is no challenge of offsides, and so they got one egregious one a year gets through?
Yeah.
That would almost be better than the silly garbage that we have.
It slows the game down a lot.
Well, and we're trying to create more goals in this league, right? And I'm not saying
talk about making the goalies smaller, making the nets bigger. None of that's going to happen.
And I'm not saying that I want goals that are illegal goals to raise scoring.
Yeah.
Well, what I'm saying is, like, dang it, maybe we just need to shut up and let the refs do their job.
Well, yeah, being a ref is not a fun job, especially in the NHL. I mean,
and I'm not sitting here trying to defend the officials, because they do make some calls some nights. It's like,
are you serious?
That's horrible.
Like the one-handed slashes and stuff like that.
Rarely do I say, wow, that was a bad offsides call there.
No, yeah.
But I will say, well, how can that guy slash that guy
and not get a penalty?
Yeah. But the other guy did.
Yeah.
So I actually bitch about those more than I do the offsides. But we're sitting here dinking with this stupid offsides all year.
Yeah.
Just eliminate that. Eliminate that.
It would save a headache for fans, for players, for coaches, for everybody, really. I mean, but boy, do you really want an offside challenge costing you a Stanley Cup?
Do you want an offside challenge the other way costing you a Stanley Cup? Either way, it stinks.
Yeah. But goalie interference, what do you think about that? Like,
well, and let's talk about that one now. And where they're at after the meetings now is the NHL actually wants Toronto to decide it instead of the officials.
Well,
and I couldn't agree more.
Absolutely.
But now
you can't even disagree with that. I mean,
I think they're totally right. I want this to be reviewed, but I don't think that the person who made the call...
you should not be on the iPads looking for goal interference.
Well, okay, but so how judgmental is this? We have the person that made the call looking at a video
at his own mistakes
to try to tell the world, and then he's got to go in front of 16,000 people and say,
"Oh yeah, I messed up. Yeah, I missed that call."
Right?
No, you do it the old way. Go on the headset. Talk to Toronto,
and they tell you
Toronto is looking at 100 different views. They will tell you in 3 minutes if it's a good goal or not.
Well, if they don't,
and they're talking today, day 2 of the meetings of maybe hiring a retired official to help. They're done deal.
Perfect.
Do it.
Have them, and you got 3 minutes to make the call.
Yep, 3 minutes,
and then it's a go.
And if you can't find it in 3 minutes, it's inconclusive. Call stands. Done.
Now. Yeah, then you go with what the official called.
Because Connor McDavid already is on board with that. They went to all the superstars. Connor McDavid, Crosby, Corey Schneider.
You can't talk to just the superstars.
All those guys that are on the NHLPA, though, they're all in 100% agreement with going to Toronto.
Now it goes to the NHLPA Competition Committee, and once they approve of the thing...
So do you think there'll be a mid-season change?
For it to be a mid-season change, all 31 members of the Board of Governors have to vote unanimously for it.
Oh, for sure.
Who
does disagree, though? Yeah.
Well, I would think they would all, but you never know. You know what I mean? You just never... Unanimous is tough.
Okay, but it takes a lot of heat off the referees.
Absolutely it does.
And I think a lot of...
I think it would take a lot of heat off GMs and players.
I think... And coaches, too.
I know.
But I think...
But they're so inconsistent now.
But if they do go... Who? The refs?
Everybody knows.
Oh yeah, nobody know. I don't even know what goalie interference is anymore.
If you had me,
I'm a goalie. I was watching a game. I think it was me and my dad were watching the Toronto and Montreal game, and Plekanec's mows over Charlie Lindgren, and me and my dad are both. That's definitely no goalie. He drilled the goalie into the net, and we both said, but that's been called a goal. Sometimes in the season, you don't know what it's so consistent. It's ridiculous.
If you had me watch 10 videos from this year of situations that have happened and had me guess, I don't think I could get 50% right.
Oh yeah,
on what they actually called.
I don't even know. That one against Calgary is the worst.
That was the McDavid one. Was it was one of the worst.
Like it was.
There's 3 or 4 that stand out to me. That was really.
And that
really
one
bad.
where Hellebuck got his head cut off by James Neal's stick, and I called it like. Jeez.
You know, and you know what? And
if they can,
and you know, we need to do this.
What if you just get
to
rid
help
of it?
The refs?
If you want to really help the refs, just get rid of it.
No, you need to go to Toronto. Take it off their shoulders. You're asking this guy to change his mind in front of a bunch of people in a hurry.
Yeah,
that's not fair.
No, I totally agree. And he needs to go to Toronto and that's how it was back in the day, and then they need to go back to their old roots. I mean,
you want to know another thing though that really pisses me off.
What's that?
Why in the sport of hockey, which I love more than anything, it's my life. Why do we constantly have to change the rules to a game that's great?
Yeah, it's.
You don't see this in Major League Baseball.
I can't even answer that question. Well,
Lately they have. But look at...
Their commissioner wants to change the whole damn league. Next thing you know, it'll be 7 innings.
Well, they maybe need to do that. But I'm just saying, though, like, through the 70s, 80s, and 90s in baseball, there was not one rule change.
No.
Why?
Well, in hockey... Yeah, but the game of hockey has changed so much.
Yes, I know, but we keep finding new things. Okay, we put in the trapezoid. Who likes the trapezoid now?
Who? Nobody.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't even know. Well,
we put
there's
it in.
really only 3 goalies that don't like that.
You know,
Mike Smith.
But I'm just saying, though. We just need to stop with the rules.
Yeah.
This is a great game.
I think trapezoid's
respect
good,
this game, love this game, and leave the rules alone.
Yeah. Inside Edge Hockey News. Lighting the lamp and raising the cup.
Topic number 2 in the debate. Let's talk about who are the truly serious Cup contenders as we go about 3 weeks from the season, about 10 games to go for most teams. And who do you feel is seriously the Cup contenders? How do you want to do it? You want to name off yours? And
I got 5. I got 2 on the. I got 2 on the bubble.
I've got 5 too, and I've got a couple on the bubble.
Yeah,
and then I got a sleeper. Like no one picked Nashville last year.
Hey, I got a sleeper too.
So good. Okay, so let's talk your 5, and then we'll talk my 5.
Okay,
and I'm sure some of them are the same.
Yeah. 1, I got Tampa Bay. I mean, they've been lights out.
Okay, I've got Tampa Bay
long.
also.
2, I got Pittsburgh.
I've got Pittsburgh too.
3, I got Winnipeg.
I do not have Winnipeg in there.
Really?
And that surprises you because I'm a pro Winnipeg guy, aren't I?
Yeah, and 4, I got Nashville. I mean, the run they went on last year.
I've got Nashville.
They've been on a roll. 5, I got Washington.
I do not have Washington.
I have Washington. I feel
You want to know why I don't have Washington? Because I picked Washington
Holtby.
So many times. I've been burnt by them so many times that I don't have any faith that they're going to do it.
I don't know. Braden Holtby, I don't know. I just feel like he's gonna get the job.
So you're doing it on a gut feeling.
Yeah, you got to go with your gut sometimes.
Okay, who's your last one?
That's my 5.
Okay. You want to know who my 5th is?
Who?
San Jose.
Nah, no way. They're perennial chokers in the playoffs.
Oh, wait a second. Did
Washington.
You say Washington?
Yes, I know. Okay, but I understand.
All right.
Who do you got on your bubble?
On my bubble? I have 2 teams.
I got 1 in the East, 1 in the West.
Same with me. Mine's Washington.
On the bubble?
And Winnipeg.
Okay.
Because I think both of them could easily win the Cup. They're both that good.
Yeah.
But I just think Winnipeg is a year away.
Yep.
And I think Washington might be a year too late. Does that make sense?
Yeah. I got for my bubble, I got the LA Kings.
They are
and the Boston Bruins.
Oh, I think I got Boston as a serious contender.
Yeah, they're on the bubble for me. We'll see.
I have them as a serious contender.
But they're real beat up right now. They McAvoy's out, Char's hurt.
They also,
Backus just got hurt.
They also have the luxury now where they can rest guys.
Oh yeah, yep. Same with Winnipeg. Same with all those teams. All those teams could rest guys, but Vegas even too. Even though they don't got experience.
Vegas really can't rest yet.
No, I'm talking.
San Jose can catch them.
I'm talking about playoff contenders.
Oh, Vegas is not a playoff contender.
No, you don't think so?
No. Have you watched them lately?
Boy, though, if they get home ice all the way to the Cup final,
they have been struggling at home lately.
They've lost 2 games at home in the last week. They're still 21-8 on at home. Come on.
Well, they're 25-9. So yeah, I mean,
still respectable.
That's
gonna be a hard billing to play in the playoffs.
They're more than respectable.
That's gonna be a hard billing to play in the playoffs.
So who do you have as a sleeper?
As a sleeper,
you said you had a sleeper, Blake.
No, that was the LA Kings.
Oh, and they were my runner-up for sleeper.
Yeah.
You know who I got as my sleeper?
I don't know. Who do you got?
New Jersey Devils.
Oh boy, they'll go as far as Corey Schneider can take them, and he hasn't had much experience in the playoffs. He played a little bit in 2012 in Vancouver, but and he played a little bit in the Stanley Cup final, but that's about it.
So you want to talk about goalies with experience in the playoffs?
Well, Hellebuck doesn't have experience. Vasilevsky don't have experience.
No. Mrazek doesn't have experience. Well, he does, but not really.
Philly might not even make the postseason.
I think they will.
I don't think so.
Who's catching them?
Huh?
Who's going to catch them?
Columbus is catching them for 3rd.
Okay.
And then
so
Florida.
So then they fall down to a wild card.
No, and Florida and New Jersey make the playoffs. Oh, Philly's on the outside. I think Philly's on the outside looking in. Philly's got a tough schedule.
Yeah.
They got a tough schedule.
They do. They just beat Washington 6-3.
New Jersey's got a tough schedule. Florida has got 3 games in hand. They got probably the easiest schedule. All those remaining teams. Games in hand goes so. You can only go so far. You got to win those games.
You do.
You can have them in hand all you want, but you got to win the games to catch up.
I think Florida doesn't make it.
No, boy.
By a point on the last day.
Okay, now you're being dramatic. I mean, boy, Luongo has been so good. He's I think he's 10-3 in his last 13 games, and this guy is having the best statistical season since his first year in Vancouver, I think. And
he's fun to watch too.
Luongo,
yeah,
Oh boy, he's my favorite player in the NHL. You know, I fell in love with him watching it, and him in Vancouver. And boy, when he made that speech for Florida there, you know, you don't really see that emotional side of athletes like that. But boy, he's after that tragedy, he's really rallied the troops, and they've gone on a pretty magical run to end the season for sure.
So looking at the West, if we're gonna talk East here, let's talk West a little bit. Who do you like? I mean, do you think it's going to be as it shakes out with Nashville, Winnipeg, Minnesota? I think that's locked.
I think
Vegas,
that's locked.
San Jose, and LA.
I think LA, and I think it's.
I don't think Anaheim has. I don't think Anaheim can catch LA.
I think Anaheim and
They're 5 points back.
Who?
Anaheim from LA to get to the third spot in the Pacific. I don't think they can get it. I don't think they can catch. Sorry, they're tied. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm
they're
looking
tied.
at the wrong number.
Yeah, they're tied.
They're tied. I'm looking at the wrong number. I'm sorry.
No, but I don't know.
I don't know. I think LA is going to get the third spot. I think Anaheim will get a wild card.
I think Colorado. I don't think Dallas. That Ben Bishop injury is going to kill him.
I think you know what? I think as it sits right this moment.
Am I right on this? You think Colorado's going to make the playoffs?
I do.
After 2 weeks ago, you said they're done?
I did.
I told you.
I did. I think
I'm right
Dallas.
Again on a couple.
I think Dallas and St. Louis are.
St. Louis was never in the hunt.
The only team that could catch Colorado is St. Louis.
Okay, I thought you were going to say Calgary.
Oh, gosh, come on.
They lost to Arizona last night.
Calgary and Dallas are done.
Oh, they're toast.
I think St. Louis could catch Colorado, but I think Colorado will get it.
Yeah, Nathan McKinnon, boy, he's been good.
So, who do you think who is your, since we're talking serious cup contenders, since that's our topic, who do you think's the favorite right now?
Ooh, boy. I think the favorite's Nashville. I
agree.
I think that the favorite is Nashville coming out of the West, and out of the East. The favorite to come out of the East, I think it's Pittsburgh. Boy, they went out and got. Dude, when you got Crosby on one line, McDavid on one line, Kessel on the third line, Brassard on the third line.
McDavid.
Huh?
Did you say McDavid?
No, Malkin.
Oh, you said McDavid.
Oh, did I say McDavid? Yes. Oh, sorry. Crosby, Malkin.
Yeah.
Kessel, they're so lethal. They come at you in waves. I mean,
we know they have depth.
Matt Murray.
That's the scary part.
That is the. What are you going to put? Tristan Jarry in that?
Well,
oh, come on.
I don't have faith that Matt Murray's the answer. If they don't make it to the conference finals, it's going to be on him.
Yeah, we'll see. Who's your biggest? Who do you think has the potential to be an upset?
I just said New Jersey.
That's it. I'm thinking that too. I mean,
you just said L.A.
No, but for an upset, the team that can be an upset, I think.
Yeah, I think the team like Nashville.
No, but the L.A. to beat San Jose, it's not an upset. Like a first round upset.
I get what you're saying.
I think honestly, if I'm Tampa Bay, I do not want to play New Jersey in the first round.
Well, I don't think anybody does.
New Jersey is so fast.
Well, they're that team that's been sneaky all year.
And they got this season series against but that doesn't really matter come playoffs. But boy, I think Colorado's a sleeper team too to beat Vegas if they play them.
I think we've narrowed it down as the weeks have went now to just a few serious cup contenders, and I think we both agree Nashville's a favorite going in.
Inside Edge hockey news, dropping the gloves and stirring the pot.
Topic number 3 in the debate. Let's talk NHL playoff format. What system's the best for the fans? What's the best for the players? What's the best for the league? Most importantly, what do the fans want when it comes to the playoff format? And I think there's really 4 different options. There's what we use right now, where top 3 in each division get in, and 2 wild cards in each conference.
Yep.
Then there's a divisional where top 4 get in. So 1 plays 4, 2 plays 3 in each of the divisions. So when it's all said and done, you have the winner of the Atlantic playing the Metro to be the Eastern champion, and the Pacific playing the Central.
Yep.
Then there's the 1 through 8, which it used to be, where you seed the Western Conference 1 to 8, and then you seed the Eastern Conference 1 to 8, and 8 plays 1, and so on. Or there's the system that's been getting much traction and talk, is 1 through 16. Basically throw the divisions and the conferences out the window. Is this a
March Madness competition?
I don't get. But there's some factors that you need to think about logistically for this. And that number 1 is travel.
Yeah.
You can't say that a first-round battle between Tampa Bay and Vancouver would be really fun.
No
For
way.
a first round. It'd be tough on both teams. It would, So secondly, you got to look at, if you did do that 1 through 16, why do we even have divisions? And why do we have conferences?
Yeah, there'd be no rivalries.
And here's what I love. And this is to shut up all the people out there that want this 1 through 16 who say, well, we need the best 16 teams in the league.
No.
So here's what would happen if we started today.
Yeah.
Here's the matchups. Nashville would play Dallas, 2 Western. Tampa Bay would play Columbus, 2 Eastern. Boston, Philadelphia, 2 Eastern. Vegas, Anaheim, 2 Western. Winnipeg, LA, 2 Western. Toronto versus Colorado, there's a flip-flop. Minnesota, Pittsburgh, there's a flip-flop. Washington, San Jose. But you know what the funny part of it is? There'd be 9 Western Conference teams in the playoff and 7 Eastern. Yeah. How would the guys out East deal with that?
Yeah, for sure.
How would they like that?
That's why
I think it'd be hilarious.
That's why they just need to go back to the old format.
No. Well, if you really want to go back to the old format, we're almost doing it right now. And I do want to go back to the old format.
1 versus 8, 2 versus 7.
No, that's not the old format. The old format is you had to win your division. I'm not talking about the format.
What is this, baseball?
That is the way it was. That was the way the playoffs were.
When there was,
for years.
6 teams?
No. When I was a kid, when there was 24 teams. That's how the playoffs
You can't do that. You can't do that with 31 teams.
Why?
You can't do that.
Why?
Because you can't do that.
1 versus 4, 2 versus 3. What the heck's the difference? How much is that different than what we're doing right now?
Okay, but
just said it 3 times about rivalries. What way to create better rivalries? You want Edmonton playing Calgary in the second round? Yeah. How freaking awesome would that be?
I want them playing third round to go to the Cup.
No, okay, but that lessens your odds. That lessens your odds every year. It lessens your odds every year.
Last year, for instance, Pittsburgh plays Columbus first round. 2 of the top teams in the Metro, okay?
Only because Columbus came on at the second half of the year.
One's already gone, okay? Pittsburgh and Washington second round, another team gone. Pittsburgh and Washington, or Pittsburgh and Columbus, they should be playing in the third round to go to the Cup.
Columbus lost in the first round.
Okay, not Columbus. Pittsburgh and Washington, the 2 best teams in the East last year, should be playing in the third round to go to the Cup. No?
They should have to get out of their division, right?
They're in the same division.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I want to see Pittsburgh and Washington in the playoffs playing more often than not. So if it means that they play in the second round instead of the third, and that ups my chances of seeing that rivalry, the Battle of Alberta, absolutely I want. Or what's better? What's better than what we're going to have this year? Look at this. If the playoffs started today, with our current system, Tampa Bay, New Jersey, Boston, Toronto, there's a great rivalry.
Yep.
Washington, Columbus, Pittsburgh, Philly.
Can
you get any better than that?
No.
Nashville, Anaheim, Winnipeg, Minnesota.
It's not much of a rivalry.
It's going to be.
Yeah, well.
Because they're the 2 closest teams to each other.
Yeah.
Vegas, Colorado. Nobody has a rivalry with Vegas yet.
San
Jose, LA.
That'll be a
Seriously,
war.
4 of the 8 are top-notch rivalries. 4 of the 8.
Possibility.
That's the whole goal of this, right? That's the whole goal. Is we want rivalries.
Yeah, okay.
Why do we have a special night for hockey?
I like the upsets though.
So do I. So you're going to get one.
I like the 8 seed. Upset. I like the 8 seed beating the 1 seed. 2012 LA Kings. They beat the 1 seed, the 2 seed, and the 3 seed and won the Cup.
So Nashville wasn't a big enough upset for you last year?
They were
marched
good
through the whole thing. They made the playoffs the last week of the season.
They were good,
and they marched. Yes, I know they were good. Obviously, they were good. You know what the playoffs are about? Is who gets hot.
No, it's who has the hottest goalie. That's what it's about.
Well, I know, but that's part of the team. But what team's hot? Like, Nashville came into the playoffs last year freaking on fire.
Yeah, they won, 10 of the last 12 to get in the playoffs?
You know what I mean? That's a lot of what this is. It's called momentum. And momentum is such a huge thing in sports.
Do you think Boston catches Tampa Bay for first in the Atlantic?
No, I don't.
They're 2 points back, 3 points back, with a game in hand.
Well,
and they played Tampa Bay twice down the stretch.
They could.
Okay.
They could.
Okay, but who would
I would have never guessed that mid-season.
Who would you rather play if you were Tampa Bay? Would you rather play Toronto or would you rather play New Jersey?
I'd rather play Toronto.
You want to face Freddie Anderson in a 7-game series?
I think I do.
I don't want to take. I'd rather take.
You just said a minute ago on the show the last team you'd want to play is New Jersey Devils.
Okay, but No, I know, but I would rather face Schneider than Anderson, though.
I probably would right at the moment. But how do I even know if Anderson's going to be playing? The guy gets hurt every 2 weeks.
He's playing tonight.
Well, I know, but he gets hurt every 2 weeks. He's got 2 weeks of the season to get hurt again.
Yeah, that's why I think they should rest him.
Oh, put him on their shelf for 2 weeks?
Toronto doesn't have any reason to play him.
No, they have a reason to keep him sharp.
But same with Matthews too. They're going to play him.
I would not play Matthews.
They're going to play him one or two times
to keep him going, but I'd be careful with him.
Yeah,
I'd be careful with him.
But seriously though,
you go. Okay, so let's look at 1 through 8. Let's just go through that one.
Yeah.
Tampa Bay would play New Jersey. Okay. Boston would play Columbus. Toronto would play Philadelphia. Washington will play Pittsburgh. That's first round for you there.
Well, yeah, they're having a down
Nashville
season.
will play Anaheim. Vegas would play L.A. Winnipeg would play Colorado, and San Jose would play Minnesota. Only good rivalry there would be Vegas, L.A., Pittsburgh, Washington.
Yeah.
Beyond that, there's no rivalries.
Well, okay, but a lot of teams had down seasons this year for sure. But
I just want to see what if the season ended today and this was the playoffs that we were going to get.
Oh, I would like that.
Rock and roll.
Oh, absolutely.
So the system works then, right?
If you base it off rivalries,
personally,
it works.
If I had my choice,
you keep it how it is.
No, I don't mind the system now. I don't. I hate
Do you like the wild cards though?
No, I want to go through 1 through 4.
Yeah.
I want to go old-fashioned. I want to go 1 through 4. You freaking win your division. And then you got to win after you win your division. You got to win your conference.
You got to beat the other division, yeah.
That's what sports... Then otherwise, why have divisions?
Nah.
I mean, if you're not going to play in your division for the playoffs, then why do we have divisions?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't we just have Western Conference, Eastern Conference?
That's how it was. That's how it was.
I'm a traditionalist. I'd love it to be the old Norris, Smythe. It meant something to win your division back then.
Yeah. They
used to hang a banner for it.
Mm-hmm.
It meant something.
They do now still, no?
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. Pacific Division champion. It just means something, and we need to make these rivalries. Rivalries, think about junior hockey.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what if, let's talk WHL for a second. Regina meets Brandon. It's a big deal.
Something maybe.
Or Brandon meets Moose Jaw.
I would think a bigger rivalry would be like Edmonton, Calgary. Well, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, kind of.
Like when they're in their own province.
But what if? More. Okay, so what if Brandon played Seattle in the first round?
Nah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You look at youth hockey. Rivalries are what build excitement. You look at junior hockey. Rivalries build excitement. It's not any different than.
I love going to see a Regina Pats Swift Current Broncos game.
Absolutely.
That's a war every time the two teams hate each other.
And that's what builds fun in sports.
Mm-hmm.
And rivalries is what gets you excited on a Friday night for a big game.
Or it's like the SV Bruins and Weyburn Red Wings.
Yes.
Battle of Highway 39.
It's
beauty.
It's that's what fuels fire. That's what gets excitement in hockey games. And we can't lose that in the NHL just because we want the best 16 teams in there. Right now, if people really wanted that, I know there's a lot of guys out east would be freaking out if only 7 teams in the east made it.
Mm-hmm.
I wish we'd go to the 1 through 4, but I'm cool with the current system because it's really, really close to that.
Yep.
But you know what though? It's funny because you always revert back and like what you used to have when you were a kid.
Yeah.
You notice that?
I wasn't born when that.
I know, but that's why you like the 1 through 8.
Yeah, that's what I grew up.
That's what you grew up with.
Yeah. Yeah.
You always go back to that. People, it's human nature. I do the same thing on things.
Yeah.
You go back to what you feel comfortable with and what you like.
Mm-hmm.
But rivalries build hockey. It's time for 3 questions. All right, it's time for 3 questions. My new favorite. I get to ask Blake 3 questions, and I want quick, shorter responses, and they're usually... they can be controversial and they can also be kind of comical, but let's fire away here. Question number 1. Should the NHL allow players to high stick the puck into the net for a good goal?
No. I mean, I don't...
I vote yes.
Why?
We want goal scoring, right?
If
I bat a puck out of the air, that takes talent, right?
way above the crossbar?
Heck yeah, it takes talent, doesn't it?
Okay, it takes talent, but that's been a rule forever.
I don't want kicking it in.
That's been a rule forever. Okay, well, might as well be able to kick it in if that's allowed.
No.
Seriously,
kicking it is different than hitting it with like a baseball bat into the net. If they're worried about safety, then they got a lot of other things they got to worry about first. Like,
it's tough.
We disagree on all these questions, don't we?
I don't know.
All right, question number 2. What do you think is the biggest problem in the NHL right now?
Goal interference. Absolutely. 125,000% it's goal interference. It has become the biggest joke of the whole league. It's taken the league by storm. Really
I know, and I would agree with you completely. I'm going to throw in one other thought that I had, and it still pisses me off every time I see it, is when I watch a hockey game and 3/4 of the lower bowl's empty.
Oh, yeah. It's Carolina. Let's go. Oh, the upper bowl can go down and sit in the lower bowl.
All right. Question number 3. How do you feel about fans putting up billboards calling out general managers?
I mean, fans are passionate. I mean, boy, or owners or anybody. I mean, it's ballsy, but
I
thought it's kind of funny when I seen the Melnick out. I kind of chuckled.
Well, there's one up in New York for Snow too.
Oh yeah,
and
Snow must go.
Because he's got to go. That guy's been a cancer to that team for 7 years. I tell you what, you know what?
I don't mind.
It's freedom of speech. Fans can do what they want to do. I feel like they could probably set up GoFundMe accounts to raise money for better causes and putting up billboards to bash their general manager. But I guess if that's what they want to spend their money on, that's what they'll spend their money on.
Yeah.
Inside Edge Hockey News, faking the slapper and going top shelf.
Thanks for listening to the Debate Hockey Podcast. Check out InsideEdgeHockeyNews.com for all your hockey news. Follow us on all forms of social media and download the debate on your favorite podcatcher. Check us out on Spreaker, SoundCloud, iTunes, iHeart, and YouTube. Here at Inside Edge Hockey News, we'd like to extend our condolences to the Carlson family who lost their son this week. You're in our prayers. Thanks for listening and enjoy this week's hockey action.
Inside Edge Hockey News on social media: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Google+. Get connected.
Thanks so much for listening to this episode of the Debate Hockey Podcast with your host, Brad Burud. For more great content and to stay up to date, visit InsideEdgeHockeyNews.com and on Twitter at InsideEdgeHOCKE and Facebook at Inside Edge Hockey News. We'll catch you next time.
This has been a production of Inside Edge Hockey News Radio, copyrighted and distributed by the Inside Edge Hockey Media Group.